All right, folks, new firearms company, Rost Martin. Let's check them out. So, Rost Martin, owned by Chris and Stephanie Toomer. Now, those names might sound familiar, and that's because they've been around firearms for a very long time. Chris himself is a Marine. He's worked in the firearms industry for several years now, worked for Springfield Armory with new product development as well as international deals. So he's been in the firearms industry for a long time and has a lot of experience with firearms as well. Stephanie, you might notice her name because she's actually worked for Springfield Armory for a very long time as well. And reason being, her father and grandfather are the ones that founded Springfield Armory way back in 1974. So, Rost Martin, new firearms company out of Dallas, Texas. Now, why Dallas? Actually, Stephanie chose Dallas, and they chose Texas in general because Stephanie spent a lot of time in that area as she attended SMU, fell in love with the area, and they really wanted to start their company off in a state and in a community that they knew was going to back them up for years and generations to come as far as firearms are concerned. Now, where does the name come from? Obviously, both of them have rich histories in the firearms community and in the firearms industry. So Rost is actually Stephanie's grandfather's middle name. So the founder of Springfield Armory, Rost is his middle name. Martin is actually the maiden name of Chris's great-grandmother, someone who was very influential in his life and very influential in the raising of his mother. Now, what about the firearms? What do they look like? Well, they look very familiar. They look very comfortable. And that's not to say that they're not intriguing, because they are. So we're talking $429 is the average price typically. We've got them in stock right now in gray and in black. Now, let's take a look at the features. So the RM1C, this is the first firearm put out by Rost Martin this year. And we're talking about a $459 MSRP. Like I said, $429 is kind of the average that you see. We've got some less, some more. We're talking blacked out rear sight, serrated, cut the glare, white dot front sight. Those are interchangeable, so you can remove those. Also, with an optics cut right there, you got the Picatinny rail up front. We got a 4-inch barrel. We've got, obviously it's 9mm striker fired, if I didn't say that before. So we've got the cock striker indicator in the back right there, and the loaded chamber indicator right there, little viewing window. It comes with one 15-round magazine and one 17-round magazine. And these are not Glock compatible. I know those of you are going to ask about that. Ambi across the board, which I really like the way that they've done this, because it's not switchable. It just is Ambi right out of the box. So, like I said, not Glock compatible, but they're going to be easy and cheap to find because these are CZP-10 compatible magazines. So really easy to find, really good steel magazines for these things. And another really cool feature that is something that they didn't have to do, but they did anyways, and that's going to be the serrations on top of the slide. Helps to cut the glare, and these things point very, very naturally. They feel really good in the hand. Of course, all of you know that I love having that indexing spot for my index finger right there, that memory spot. I just like having it there. Takedown is going to be obviously very similar to a Glock. So we're going to show clear. Yep. And we're going to take this puppy down. There we go. It's that simple. Super simple. So internals, you're going to see kind of an amalgamation. The front block here is going to look very similar to a Glock, but that's pretty much where the similarities stop when you get to the internals of this firearm. And then the slide, same thing. We got a full-length guide rod here, really well made, and I think this is a great firearm for the money. I think we're looking at, and now to actually put this back together. So this is not going to slide on because you'll notice the rails are not going to be all the way down. So you're going to see cutouts right there and right back here. That's where slide rails are going to go. It's going to fit right down on top. Press it down, pull it back, and it's locked in place. Really nice, really good design. These things are super comfortable in the hands and not overly aggressive grip texture, but grip texture that really works. So really like these. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of these. Do you have any experience with them? I'm really looking forward to taking one of these out to the range, getting to shoot it, seeing how it performs. This could be a really, really good in-between pistol for me. It really depends. I mean, we've talked about concealed carry and that kind of thing on the channel before, but for me, I've got different guns that I carry and different sizes that I carry based on what I'm wearing, based on where I'm going. This would be one of those that would fill the role of that CZP-01 that I carry most of the time. So let us know in the comments down below what you think of this, and really excited to see what they've got coming in the future. Now, this is a company that's been in the making now for a few years. Got started in 2020 and actually released their first gun at SHOT Show this year. So really excited to see what they've got on the way. Obviously, a couple and a family that has a rich history in firearms. So I think they've got a good road ahead of them, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to be putting out. So let us know in the comments down below what you think, and that has been our episode on the background of Rost Martin.